The farmers were ready at dawn, very tense. This gathering attracts a different breed. Across Europe, farmers are taking a stand. They are tired of being scapegoated as the main culprits for climate change, especially as governments implement stricter environmental regulations that single them out. These protests are a culmination of growing discontent. For years, farmers have faced criticism, protests, and policies targeting their practices. Amidst challenges from rising input costs to shrinking profit margins, they've been squeezed from all sides. Now, they feel misunderstood and unfairly burdened by regulations like the removal of tax breaks in Germany or the Dutch government's actions last year implementing the new so-called climate change mitigation strategies and regulations. As Janine Ryan, editor of Farmers Weekly, points out, these policies often hit farmers the hardest. The German diesel tax cut elimination could push struggling farmers over the edge, while the Dutch restrictions hurt agricultural practices. Farmers feel misrepresented and disrespected. For years, criticisms have escalated into protests and proposals, but farmers feel increasingly targeted. We miss the old days when farming was seen as sacred, laments an old farmer. Now they're labeled. Climate activists call them polluters. Animal rights activists brand them cruel. Politicians see them as a problem to be mitigated. Media paints them as right-wing extremists despite mostly peaceful protests. Even amidst peaceful protests, isolated incidents of violence are rightly condemned. Economists dismiss them as unskilled workers, ignoring this complex knowledge and expertise they possess. One powerful image from the protests: a tractor hanging by a string in a German town, symbolizing the precocious state of their industry.
Everybody, look at what I'm witnessing right now. There's a tractor behind me hanging on a huge crane that is lifted up in the air so that people from the A3 and A7 highway here in Bayern can see it, which symbolizes that the agricultural sector is hanging by a thread. There he goes.
These protests are not just a European issue. As governments worldwide seek to address climate change, farmers everywhere fear becoming the easy targets. The European demonstrations offer a beacon of hope and a strong message. Farmers need to have a seat at the table when agricultural policies are made. Their voices and expertise are crucial in finding sustainable solutions that don't leave them in a hanging string.